Hello everyone and welcome back to BattleBox Batrep, where this time we are joined by a new contender to the battlefields of Tlalocan sector, namely the Necrons of the Mephrit Dynasty. Look at them, they're looking all very shiny and glowy. Ooh. And these guys have just woken up thanks to all the other fighting that's happening, and they have decided that they're just going to kill everything so they can go back to bed, really, if we're being entirely honest. Their first targets are the Trench Hounds who... God, I'm trying the whole, hammer blow thing where you just have, all of the Terminators turn up at one point and murder everything. But it does mean that the poor initial unit... I mean... It looks real outnumbered. The mission is Archaeotech Find, Archaeotech Hoard. The one where the central objectives slowly disappear throughout the course of the game. And yeah, with that, let's see who's going first. Okay, let's see, is it going to be the Necrons or the Marines? The poor bastard of Infernus Marines are going to go first, just looking out across this giant horde of robots. Good luck, lads. Okay, a nice and eventful turn one for the Astartes, who have used duty and honor to grab this objective, and then just sprinted into the cover behind this crate over here, basically trying to stay out of line of sight of the Doomstalker over here with its absurd Doomsday cannon that will just delete like one or two of them. I think it's got a 2-shot. It's not that great. It's very good against heavy targets. They'll actually probably be fine's not the right word. But yeah, that is the entirety of Marines turn one. Very exciting, lads. Go you. Okay, the Necrons have moved up across the board with some, frankly, quite atrocious advance rolls across the across everything. They have grabbed their own backfield objective before moving up, and they are just slowly moving up, moving into the Space Marines area. The Doomstalker can just about see one of these poor bastards here. So it's going to make a shot. I've been excited about this for a while because I want to fire the Doomsday Cannon. It's got a D6 plus 1 shots. It is going to fire 6 shots into the Marines, hitting 4s to hit. Oh, that's real bad. And it's strength 14. I think it's the most powerful gun in the combat patrol. So it needs 2s to wound. My God. Okay. I hope this isn't how the entirety of the Necrons are going to go. But we saw from the tell, lots of shooting doesn't actually mean that much. They have the absolute benefit of cover, which means they have a 5+ save. Yeah, it plinks off. The Doomsday Blaster just whacks straight into that crate and doesn't do anything else. Also have a double Gorse rifle. Both miss. You have one job, and it was to kill stuff. and all the Infernus Marines ever do is die. Well, guess it's time for Space Marines turn 2, when the Terminators are going to show up and start fighting the Terminators. Cool. Okay, the second objective has been grabbed by the Astartes over here, and the Infernus Marines have moved up, with the Terminator Librarian coming in to support them, and the Captain with all of his Terminator buddies coming in down here in an attempt to charge the Doomstalker before it can do any more damage. Yeah, it feels very weird for me to say this, but the Infernus Marines are going to shoot something. They get 5d6 automatic hits. They're going into the Scarabs, just trying to wipe them out. With Necrons, it is very important to wipe rather than, cripple. Okay, so that is 16 hits. I will just grab the dice and we can get to wounding. Right, okay, that is going to be 16 shots. Scarabs are toughness 2, so that is 2s to wound. Oh, that is a lot. So I'm genuinely not sure what to do with this because I'm so used to the Infernus Marines not actually doing anything. Christ, I actually have no idea. I checked this up and I've already forgotten. This is how little the Infernus Marines stick with me. I genuinely cannot remember if they have an AP or not. I don't think they do. It might be 6-up saves, but I'm just going to make sure. Yeah, okay, so they don't have an AP, so the Scarabs have a 6+ save. Oh, Jesus, okay. They have 4 wounds each, so that is 2 bases dead. They also have deadly demise, so each 6+ does a mortal wound on every unit within 6 inches of them. Yeah, I think that is... They're right in the middle of the Necron army, so... Okay, that's going to be a lot of damage all round, but that is also 2 bases of Scarabs dead. There's, for the record, another one in there, but it's about to come off. Just so when you see there's still a base there, that's why. Cool. Okay, next up, the Librarian is going to start attacking the the warrior unit. He's going to use Stormbolter and a regular strength Witchfire. Stormbolter first. Hits. We have 3, 4s to wound. And his Witchfire, 1 shot, needs 3s to wound. Everything just bounces off the Necrons. They have woken up cranky and unable to be harmed by regular fire. Oh god, I'm gonna have to think who these guys are going to fire into. They have a line of sight into the Doomstalker. I just don't think it's going to do much. But honestly, wasting an entire unit's worth of Terminators on a single base of Scarabs feels a little bit stupid. I will have a think and get back to you. Okay, you know what? They are going to go entirely into the Doomstalker. Mainly because they have so many shots, and I didn't mention it before, it's the Oath of Moment target. So, yeah, they're hitting it on 2s, re-rolling misses. And, yeah, I think, especially with the Assault Cannon as well, I think, yeah, that's got devastating wounds, so let's see how it goes. The Assault Cannon needs 2s to hit. Hits with everything. It needs 5s to wound. Oof. 3 automatic wounds. 1, it's got a save of 3 up. It doesn't have AP. 4 wounds from the assault cannons on its own. Then on to the Stormbolters. Okay. These things hit real hard if you actually use them properly, don't they? Huh? Yeah, I'm just going to do some wounds and start grabbing some dice for the rest of the shooting. Okay, I've got all the dice. I get 16 shots into this thing. Need 2s to hit. It is 6s to wound, but it's 2s to hit, re-rolling misses. So, yeah, that is 15 hits out of 16 shots. 6s to wound. Only 2 wounds. It's not the most phenomenal thing, but it's better than nothing. It's got 3 up saves. So another wound, down to 6 already. And the captain, I did the captain separately because I'm using the secondary objective where he gets points if he destroys anything. So if they'd taken it down to like 1 or 2 wounds, he might have done it. I don't think he will at this point because it's got 6 wounds and he's only got 4 attacks. But hey, the Emperor protects and all that. That is 3 hits. He does get the reroll wound, reroll hits. 6s to wound. He gets, yeah, another wound through, which does save this time. You didn't get taken down by bolter fire. Well done, you. On to the charge phase. Go. I'm going to start measuring stuff up. Okay, that didn't take me too long. It's nice and easy, seeing as everything deep straight. 9 inches, 5 inches. 9 inches, he's going into the warrior unit. So, I'm going to start with the terminators. They get a reroll because of the captain, which they're going to need. Ooh, they're back on the run. Okay, the Infernus Marines going up the table. Don't get in either. Oh no. The Terminate Librarian. This might become a shooting gallery all of a sudden. Also doesn't get in. You know what? I think I'm also going to spend a command point. I think the Doomstalker is going to... the Doomstalker is overwatching into them. He would have overwatched if they got in. He's going to overwatch anyway. Yeah, that is D6 plus 1 shots from only 3 shots. I'm going to need to grab more dice, so I took off the table. And I will be back with you. Okay, 3 shots hitting on 6s. We've already gone 2s. They have so many command points. Command point reroll that. Yeah. Goes to their 4 up invulns. That is 2 dead terminators. And then 4 shots from the dual Gorse Blasters. Gorse Rifles, Gorse Flayers. 2 more hits, which are lethal hits. They automatically wound. For 2 up, 2 up saves. It's another wound through. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, you have earned your name after a little bit of a shaky start. Oh my god. Yeah. So it's on to Necron's turn too. And things are looking a lot worse for the Marines now. Okay, before the Necron's movement phase, they actually have something to do, which is the reanimation protocols. So each unit revives D3 wounds, and if it has to, it brings back whole units or whole models. So the Necron warriors gain a model back. These guys have only taken 1 wound, so they are healed back up to 4. Sweet lord. The scarabs get D3 wounds back. 1, but that is enough to bring back a base. Jesus. And the Doomstalker heals D3 wounds. Will they get back up to 9? Oh my god. Okay. Suddenly a lot of work the Space Marines have done has completely vanished as they start coming back. I can see how this is a very scary mechanic already. Onto the movement phase. Okay, here's the view from the ground level. And it doesn't get much better from the air. The Scarabs have just zipped past them because they've got the secondary objective to grab the backline objective. The Doomstalkers come over here to just take some shots at the Terminators. The Destroyers have come up into the middle with the Warriors. And I think I'm going to spend a command point with the Infernus Marines to overwatch into the Warriors. It's a bit of a gamble, but honestly at this point, trying to stop their shooting is probably the best bet. He said, very unsure of himself. That is 8 to 16 shots again. Hooray! I'll go grab some dice. Okay, it's another unit that the Infernus Marines are actually very good against, so it's wounding on 3s. Oh, that's actually quite poor. Saving on 4s. The Warriors lose 3 models from that. Great. Poor Warriors. It's time for them to then shoot back. Okay, the first and most important shooting. The Doomstalker into the Terminators. It's going to go with... Actually, I'm going to do the Gorse Flayer first. Just because there's a chance it might plink this one off. Okay, I did it wrong last turn. It doesn't get 4 shots, it only gets 2. So that was me accidentally cheating. I've talked it over with my opponent and I've said I'm okay with it. So it is how twin linked and it misses with everything anyway. Cool. That's 2 wounds. Okay, and it gets D6 plus 1 shots with the Doomsday Cannon. Oh, I think I'm going to command point reroll that. One of these days, I'm going to learn from my hubris. These 4s to hit. Oh my god. It's 2s to wound. It wounds down to a 4-up save. Yeah, okay. They take the Doomstalker. Amazing. Now I have to work out how many shots the Necron Warriors get into the Infernus Marines. Okay, there are 5 dudes with Gorse Reapers. There are 2 dudes with Gorse Flayers. There is a phone that will not focus on these bastards. And I'm going to use the Overlord's Tachyon Arrow, which is a 1-shot ability he's got, to fire into the Librarian. He's also got the enhancement that means they can reroll all 1s to hit. They need 4s. This is the Gorse Flayers, Blasters. The shorter range ones, the ones that get a lot of shots. Okay, that's a lot of 1s. Hooray for them rerolls. I'll just take the misses out the way. Take the misses out the way. These 3s to wound. Ooh, no. Gets 4-up saves. There's 1 wound from them. And also, you get the 4 Gorse rifles. The longer range ones. Which get 2 more hits. Needing 4s to wound. With a 3-up save. Okay, they take 1 wound and then I shall get the stats for the Tachyon arrow. Okay, I lied to you earlier in the video. The Doomstalker is not the most powerful gun in the game. The Tachyon arrow is at strength 16. I believe that means it wounds like titans on a 3. He gets one shot with it in the entire game, and he's hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, and I'm using gene-wrought physiology, so it reduces the wound roll from a 2 up to a 3 up. So he hits, wounds on 3s. I'm command point re-rolling that. The Librarian just tanked a shot designed to take out Titans. You know what? Fair play. Real fair play. I think it's time for some charging now, huh? Okay, we're going to get 2 charges in. The Overlord and the Warriors are going to charge the Infernus Marines. That is a 4-inch charge. And the Destroyers are going to charge the Terminators, which is an 8-inch charge. So, Warriors first. They're just in. The Destroyers are in. Okay. Cool. I'll get them moved in, and then stuff can start getting hacked up. Okay, that's the result of the charges. Space Marines don't have any command points left to Overwatch, so they can't interfere either, so I'm going to do the Scorpex first. They are using their Plasma Sight, which gives them devastating wounds. So they are 3s to hit. That's alright. That is 3s to wound with each 6 immediately going through armor. One going through armor. Oh my god. 2 hit the invuln save of 4 up. Okay, so that is 2 things. I believe they do 3 damage each, so that is 2 dead Terminators. They're only damaged 2, so they killed 1 and what the assault cannon do down to 1 wound. And they will get to attack back in a minute. But first up, the Necron Warriors have moved up, and they are going to attack in melee. Specifically, the Warriors themselves are going to attack before the Warlord, the Overlord, because I love the idea of like the Overlord is only going to deal with the strongest, the ones that can survive a basic beatdown, and also because one of them's on 1 wound, which would waste his Warscythe attack. So, Necron Warriors need 4s to hit. The strength 4, 4s to wound. 3 up save. Yeah, they're fine. Okay, I will get the... It is now time for the Overlord to show them how it's done. Okay, yeah, the Overlord is a bit more of a beast in combat. He has 4 attacks. He's at 2s to hit. And he is at 2s to wound. 2s to wound. Oh my god. And they have 6 up saves. Yeah, he just kills 2 of them. I won't kill the unit leader. I know there's no difference, but still. Yeah, he just carves his way through 2 Marines. And it's on to the Marines attacking back. Okay, going to do the Infernus Marines first. And if you thought I'd forgotten how they deal in shooting, you best believe I'd forgotten what they do in melee as well. Did you know they have 3 attacks each? That is 9 attacks into the Warriors, hitting on 3s. The thingies, they're not over the moment. Wounding on 4s. Oh, that's not good. I get 4 up saves. That is 3 dead warriors on the Necron side. Go, and then on to the actual heavy hitters over here. Okay, I'm starting with the captain, who has 6 attacks. That is a 2s to hit. They all hit. It's only 5s to wound though. He's strength 5, they're toughness 6. 1 wound. AP 2, that's 5 up save. Okay, he does 2 wounds to one of them. Onto the power sword dude. Oh no. That is no wounds. Oh my god. And the power fist dude gets no hits. Oh my god. Yeah, between them they do 2 wounds to the Scorpec destroyers. The Infernus Marines did better in melee than the Terminators. That's quite embarrassing as we go into Space Marines turn 3. Okay, the entire movement phase is the Terminator Librarian coming around here to charge the warriors in the back. And it hit me, there is nothing stopping me using the Doomstalker to overwatch the Librarian, so he may as well. He has D6 plus 1 shots, that is 5 shots with the Doom Cannon. It's 6s to hit, but only one of these will ruin his day. No, and he's got 1 shot from the Gore Slayer, which also misses. Oh, if you worked, you would have been amazing. You know what? There's no shooting. I'm just going to roll a charge for him. I need to roll a double 1 or higher. Would you look at that? He's in and onto the melee phase. Okay, 2 things in the excitement. I totally forgot to say, Oath of Moment is on the destroyers. And one of these is going bye-byes at the end of the Necron's turn. So 1, 2, 3 on a D3. Dude, okay, the middle objective is going at the end of this turn. That's interesting. Okay. So, until that happens, Terminators are going to stab up the Terminator Librarian is going to slash up some warriors. 3s to hit. Yes. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. Okay, they need 5 up saves. None made. That is 2 dead warriors. Okay, and now I believe the Necrons strike back. Okay, before they can do anything, the destroyers are going to just slash up some more Terminators. Needing 3s to hit. Missing a lot. 3s to wound. They don't have devastating wounds anymore. Oh, that's bad. Knocking them down to their 4+ invulnerable save. Okay, so the assault cannon dude has been destroyed. The sergeant is down to 1 wound. I guess the Infernus Marines may as well attack back first then. Cool. Okay, yeah, they're going to get their combat blades into the warriors. Get 9 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Oh, yeah, that's just over half. And 4 up saves. 1 warrior dies, leaving 1 warrior and, more importantly, the Overlord in melee combat, ready to kill stuff. Okay, striking back this time. I'm just going to do the Overlord first. That's 3 attacks hitting on 2s. So 4 attacks hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. Oh my god. 6 up saves. 1 dies. Oh, we're not in combat with him. And then the warrior gets an attack and misses. Cool. Okay. Then I guess the terminators get to attack. Yeah, they're thingy this turn, so it is 2s to hit for the sergeant, rerolling misses. All hit. 5s to wound. 1 wound. That is a 5 up save. They fail. There's 1 dead. And then the captain needs 2s to hit, rerolling misses. 5s to wound. Not 1. Not a 1. Amazing. The combat continues, I guess, into Necrons turn 3. Okay, before anything moves, reanimation protocols. So the Scorpec destroyers get a dude back on 1 wound. Cool, that is all of the damage to last turn completely erased. Cool. The Doomstalker regenerates 2 wounds, so it's back up to 11 out of its original 12. And the Scarabs get D3 wounds back, gets 1 back, and the Warriors get D3 models back. 1. Cool. While I'm here, also the Warriors have a battle shock test. I believe they fail that. So, okay, so the Warriors can't use them's thingies this turn. Stratagems. Cool. On to movement phase. They absolutely can use stratagems. The Overlord's got a leadership of 4+. They're fine. They've fallen back out of combat. And the Scarabs have got into the object. Actually, do you know what am I talking about? Jesus Christ, but you idiot. Go down there, so next turn they can grab. They can steal the Marine's home objective. The Warriors have fallen back. The Doomstalker has turned round and is powering up its laser. They're staying in melee combat. And I think these two are going to spend a command point to Overwatch. Just like as soon as they run out, they're going to swap from their combat knives to their flamers. 2d6 auto hits. 8 hits. That is that many dice. Hitting 3s to wound. Oh, that's not great. 4 up saves. Okay, so it's just the Overlord left on his own now, but the Overlord is still the scariest part of that unit. Cool. Okay. Now to work out the shooting phase. Okay, yeah, this thing is going to fire everything into the Terminator Librarian for D6+1 shots. That's 7 shots, hitting on 4s. The Terminator Librarian has tanked a lot to this game. Can it tank this? Maybe on that roll. 2 hits, 2s to wound, both wound. 4 up invuln. yes, it can. It's also moved within 12 inches, so it gets 2 shots from the rapid fire Gorse Blaster. 1 hit, or lethal hit, so it automatically wounds. 2 up save. Oh my god. Yeah, this librarian is a complete goddamn beast, and he is awesome, and I love him. And now, onto some melee. Okay, the Scorpec destroyers still have the Oath of Moment on them, so they need 2s to hit. The Sergeant first, power sword, 2s to hit. Rerolling misses because of Oath of Moment. Needing 5s to wound. Okay, that's 2 wounds, 5 up saves. Okay, that is enough to beat back down the reanimated dude. And then 6 attacks with the captain. The reroll misses because of Oath of Moment. 5, that is 5s to wound. 1 wound, that is 5 up saves. Okay, then the next one takes 2 wounds, is down to 2. Okay, and it's time for them to hit back. Okay, Scorpec destroyers, they get 8 attacks. They need 3s to hit. That's not great. 3s to wound. All wound. Goes to 4 up invulnerable saves. Okay, so this is actually interesting. First one kills the Terminator Sergeant. Then it puts 4 wounds onto the captain. Putting down to 2 wounds left. He's gonna just quickly go up there. Oh dear, that's actually very nasty. Cool. Short turn though. Time on to Sure, we wouldn't call it the Terminators now. No, the Space Marines. Turn 4. Yeah, turn 4. Okay, the Astartes have actually lost this one now. The Infernus Marines are going back to try and reclaim it. The Librarian is moving around here with the idea that he's going to shoot into the Overlord, and if he can, he's going to try charging the Doomstalker. If he can, being the operative term. The Doomstalker is going to overwatch him. Can't be worse than last time with another 6 shots from the Doomsday Cannon. Needing 6s to hit this turn. He only needs 1 good hit. 2 hits. 2s to wound. 1 wound. 4 up invuln. Librarian fails it. He takes d6 plus 2 wounds. 5. That is immediately enough. Doomstalker finally actually does something and just incinerates the Librarian. Oh, yeah. On the other hand, speaking of incinerating, 2d6 Infernus Marine shots is 10. 6, 8, 10 dice. Needing 2s to wound. That is 10 wounds. That is 6 up saves. That is not enough saves. They both die. They both do have a chance of exploding. If they both explode, they take down a Marine with them. They do not. They have been burned. Burned, I say. Yeah, okay. Things are turning around now. On that note, onto the melee phase. Okay, the Scorpec destroyers get to strike first, and the captain is using gene-wrought physiology, resilience, the one that means it's -1 to wound. So 3s to hit, 4s to wound. Okay, 4s to wound. That is 2 wounds. He's got 2. He has to make 2 4+ saves. He does have a command point, and I might end up using it. No, I won't. He survives. And he is going to use, in turn, he's going to use Veteran Instinct. Veteran Instinct, the one that gives him a reroll 1s to wound in melee. I should have been using this earlier, but I honestly... Space Marine stratagems are so bland, I forget they exist. So, yeah. 6 attacks, 2s to hit, rerolling misses. Go. 5s to wound, rerolling 1s. That's the other one, is I very rarely actually roll 1s. They get 5-up saves. He does actually kill one. I think this is the first time in many games he's actually managed to kill an opponent in any point, which it's the secondary I always give them, is him killing something. And he very rarely does it. It's actually very... I should start doing the other one. But that's it. That is the... Oh, right, that's also gone. It is the end of Necrons. Oh, sorry, the end of Space Marine. So start of Necrons, turn 4. Okay, before anything else, as is tradition now, we have the reanimation protocols on the Scorpec destroyers. Gets one dude with 1 wound back. Back in. This thing regenerates its only wound. It's got 12 wounds. And the warrior, warriors of the Overlord, I get 2 back to come back to flank him as he hunts down the Infernus Marines. Which, on that note, I think it's time for the Necron movement phase. Okay, the Overlord and the Scorpec Doomstalker, Scorpec, the Canoptech Doomstalker, sorry, is moving over here, and I'm going to Doomstalker them in the back for d6 plus 1 shots. 4 shots. 3 hit. 2s to wound. 6-up saves. 1 does survive. And he is going to get shot in the back with 4 blasters. 1 rerolls 1. Yep. 3s to wound. 1 wound. Oh, he's actually going to survive this. He does take the wound, but he is going to survive it on 1 wound. Which means he's going to have to get charged by the Overlord. I'm going to make the roll and check afterwards. It looks like it's about 5 inches. Oh, it's definitely less than 7. I will absolutely check, but yeah. Yes, it was exactly 5 inches. They charged in. I'm going to go with the Overlord first. The Infernus Marine deigned to turn his back on him, re-rolling the 1s. Actually, I'm going to check that. I did that very confidently. I'm going to make sure I'm right. Okay, so I'm actually meant to nominate a target. It's like a mini Oath of moment just for the Lord. But yeah, absolutely it would be him. 2s to wound. He gets 5-up saves. Yeah, he's real dead. You do not turn your back on him. The Overlord is displeased. I guess he's going to follow up just in case the captain finishes off these guys. Okay, on to the longest running melee combat of all time. The captain strikes first. Poor Captain Carrick. Needs 2s to hit. Yeah. He needs 5s to wound. 2 wounds. That's not going to be enough to save him. They get 5-up saves. Yep. This one is dead again. For now. 4 attacks back into him, needing 3s to hit. needing 3s to wound. Ooh, Carrot gets a 4 pinfall. And he is taken down by the Leapy Destroyer, completely tabling the Space Marines. Although, yeah, I mean, even with reanimation protocols, that was a very close game. Like, a lot of Necrons died. Cool. I'll see y'all in the debrief. So, Necrons, they're tough, huh? I figured the librarian deserves the honor of being in the debrief shot, seeing as he tanked a tachyon arrow and what, 3 Doomsday Blaster shots? Like that's enough to kill a knight, and he took it like a champ before finally succumbing. So yeah, he absolutely earned his place here. Yeah, Necrons are tanky as hell. They seem like they should hit harder than they do, and don't get me wrong, like the destroyers, they roll a lot of dice, and like I say, it feels like they should be hitting harder. I guess we'll see. They seem like a pretty tough contender. I'm interested to see what they do next week against the Tyranids, mainly because, yeah, I don't know, they seem weirdly well matched, and I don't know, like it's still going to be the first time where both sides are going to have like units coming back, and yeah, I guess we'll see. I genuinely don't know. So now I'm getting up close. I've just noticed how scuffed the base of the Overlord is. I should probably do something about that. But that's just, yeah, no, I don't really have much to say at the moment. Yeah, the Space Marines, I think they did their job. I think they just got bogged down by the reanimation protocols, which is what the reanimation protocols are meant to do. So I guess that means that it worked well. I think there were some quite poor dice rolls. It's really interesting. I'm going to see how things go. And yeah, if you liked it, and I hope you did, because this was a pretty fun one. Just the amount of carnage was great. If you liked it, like and be sure to comment. Tell me all of the rules I absolutely got wrong, and yeah, subscribe for more content. There's special video coming early next week, and in the meantime, you'll have a great week. Bye.